So you're telling me that in movies, black people can just be people doing regular things? Be in love? No trauma? No coming up from the ghettos? No athletes? No professional black woman?
Trapped in a troubled marriage with the brown-skinned bald dude from Law & Order.
How can you do this to me?
Get out. I'm gonna marry this white hussy because you are too virtuous and strong and might make me a better man.
None of that? Look at us.
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
What up, family? It's your boy Amadu back with another review, and this time I am reviewing The Photograph, starring Issa Rae and Lakeith Stanfield. And if you can't tell by the big smile on my face, I am so happy that I can finally watch a romantic drama with us. With dark-skinned, beautiful black people falling in love. For no other reason but love. Do you know how happy it makes me that I can finally just critique a black movie on its merits alone? If I wanted to, I could judge this as harshly as any Nicholas Sparks movie. That's bullshit. No, we ain't doing that. We are not comparing this movie to no cornbread ass, weak ass, boring ass, Ryan Gosling is a liability at cornerback ass movie. We are out here full force. Photograph, best movie. As I was saying, we will be reviewing this movie on its merits, and I could judge it as harshly as a Nicholas Sparks movie if I had to. Luckily, The Photograph takes the best elements of Sparks movies, the ones that kind of make them iconic. Specifically for this, we get to follow two relationships, one in the past and one in the present, that connects to create one overall story. And writer and director Stella Meggy is able to beautifully intertwine both the past and the present to enhance the overall movie and the arcs for all of the characters. The actual photograph mentioned in the title is the connecting piece between the two relationships, and it's a picture of Shantae Adams' Christina Eames, who is the mother of Issa Rae's May, and the focal point of the past relationship between her and Isaac, a past love from her hometown in Louisiana. Isaac is played by Ilan Noel, who you may recognize as a co-star in Issa Rae's show Insecure. And it's the chemistry between him and Adams that carries the love, the passion, and the romance that you are looking for in this kind of film. Noel is charming and homegrown and down to earth, and you can just see in his eyes the absolute adoration he has for this woman. When the two of them are in a room together, it is like a spotlight is on them alone. The love is palpable without a word. You could see it in their touch and their look, and it is down to their performances and their chemistry that brings this out, particularly in the standout performance that Shantae Adams brings to her character. Christina is absolutely torn between choosing love and a life outside of her small town, and Adams' portrayal of this is devastating. It rips your heart out. You can tell in every frame that she is in how much it tore her apart to have to make this choice. And the amount of tears, just deep in your soul. And anytime we return to the present, you see that love is still there in present day Isaac, played by Rob Morgan, aka Turk from the Netflix Marvel series. That love you saw in Noel's eyes is there in Morgan's, and you know that carried on for years and years, and it's something that sticks with you long after the movie's over. Now, the present day relationship was something else entirely. Really interesting, because Lakeith and Issa work well together, but something was missing, especially when you compare it to other relationships on screen that clearly have a connection, like between Issa and her best friend Rachel, played by Jasmine Cephas Jones, and between Lakeith and his family. Lil Rel Howery plays Lakeith's brother Kyle, and Tiana Paris plays Kyle's wife Asia. And some of the best scenes are when we are in Kyle and Asia's house, And the connection and back and forth between Lil Rel and Lakeith, you knew that they had lived a life together and how much they care about each other. Particularly Lil Rel's standout performance where you knew he was improvising, but was able to just make that easy connection. But when it came to Issa and Lakeith, there were points here and there where they have looks or touches or physical things where you start to see a romantic connection. But once they start talking, Lakeith's weird just didn't mesh with Issa's awkward. And the romance just dropped out of it. And while that didn't work romantically as much as I'd like, I intriguingly found it interesting to watch because it kind of mirrored what those two are actually like. And if they really had a relationship, I feel like that's what it would be. So the entire time watching the present day timeline, I was back and forth like, their connection's not hitting, but I'm weirdly interested in how this plays out and how they get a relationship. So while it didn't give me everything I wanted in a romance flick, I enjoyed watching them on screen together. And that entire process made me enjoy the present day timeline as much as I enjoyed the absolute love and passion I felt whenever we went back to the past. The movie does such a great job intertwining both storylines that the romance that was lacking in the present is more than made up for in the past, and the heavy story from the past is balanced amazingly from the humor and levity and just energy and life in the present day story. And this makes me love this film. It is entirely rewatchable and everything flows from beginning to end. And you end up leaving the movie just joyful, even with the with your heart on the floor from Isaac and Christina's story. You are smiling at your heart on the floor. And somehow they pull that off and make it easily rewatchable. And years from now, it could end up being up there with your Notebooks and your Love and Basketballs and your Love Jones, and could become a classic for us and for everybody. In the end, I really enjoyed this film. So with that, I'm giving The Photograph 8.5 out of 10.
Hey, I would say nice to meet you, but I don't believe in time as a concept, so.
I look good in a pattern. I think this is African. You like it? Then come get this.
Because they're really weird together and really awkward. Alright family, that was my review for The Photograph. Let me know what y'all thought about the movie in the comment section below. How happy are you that we finally got a movie for us depicting the reality of us? Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Like, again, share this with your friends. Send this out to people. The bite-size IG review is up on IG. Please give me those likes there as well. Hopefully y'all had a great Valentine's Day watching this movie. What else were you gonna see, Sonic?
Don't do Sonic like that.
Okay, I can't do that. I love Sonic too, so. All right, talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.